What's up, everybody? Welcome back again to Villainy and Tea. Once again, we're continuing our Halloween series for 2023, and this time we're covering haunted houses, some theater stuff going on, and a couple of 21 and up events. So kids get to trick or treat, and us adults gotta have something to go to as well. So stay tuned, and we're gonna talk about that in just a second. All right, we got a lot to cover, so we're going to jump straight into it. But as usual, you can find more information in the description below for anything we're about to talk about. So, Jack, you want to start us off with the Danger Run?
Yep. So Danger Run, they are celebrating 30 years of Halloween fun. Starting again here here soon. They're gonna have they have a bunch of like puzzles for haunted houses and things like that. Next up, we have the Legend at Pope Lick, Escape of Goatman. Again, the most fun you've ever had getting scared. And then running into Chess McCartner's Horror Hike, a guided moonlight night hike, where you get to explore the tale of the Pope Lick monster. Tons of fun. Definitely a great way to celebrate Halloween. Then we have the American Horrorplex Haunted House. Next up, we have the Culterson Mansions, literally a haunted house. So it's a large fundraiser that between friends of the Culterson Mansion Inc. that kind of holds together to kind of help restore the interior of the mansion and state historical site. So it's a great way to celebrate Halloween and, help preserve one of the more historical properties. So that's really cool. We got there. Next up, we have the Devil's Attic, which is another one of the more top rated haunted houses in the area. Next up, we have the Black Orchard Haunted House. Tickets available there right now. I'm looking at some of the imagery they have. Looks very, very awesome. Like very realistic. I'm looking at
Pretty freaky.
Man, it's something you definitely want to check out. Then next up we have the Haunted Hotel, which we definitely highlighted last year, and they're still rocking, going strong. One of the more well-known haunted houses in the area. Next up, we have the Malice Manor. And again, another one of the better known one that, they started last month. So they've been ready. So I'm sure things are they're going to have more actors as things get closer to the Halloween.
It looks like they're hiring actors right now. So if anybody wants to work for them.
Exactly. So even if you went back in September, definitely want to probably try it again, just since it's getting closer. That means that they're going to have probably more attractions as they're hiring more people in. And then another well-known place we have is the Baxter Avenue Morgue. That's something I remember from my childhood. I remember.
And they've been around forever.
Yes, it's definitely one of those ones that's worth the wait. I know with all these haunted houses, there's always a line, but that's one of those ones where, they have a lot of attractions outside while you're waiting, to where it seems like the line just keeps moving. So definitely want to check out the Baxter Avenue Morgue. And then next up, we do
some freaky imagery too. Sorry.
No, they do. You're right. That's definitely one of the ones that sticks out. So next up, we have Aaron. You said you have a few of the theater shows we got to go over.
Well, we actually have a couple of ghost walks first, or I guess you could call them ghost walks. So the Conrad Caldwell House Museum is hosting a lamplit tour. So they got that going on. It's I think Louisville's Castle is what they call it, basically. But they got a lamplit tour with haunted decor and everything. There's an annual Victorian Ghost Walk, so that's in historic Old Louisville, and so they're hosting those. Right, there's 3 days for it, so that's coming up. Just another, if haunted houses specifically aren't your thing, then just another way to kind of experience Halloween if you're more into that. And then Spirits of LaGrange, they have a ghost tour out in historic LaGrange as well. So definitely check out their websites for any of that stuff. And we would be very remiss if we hosted any kind of Halloween event type, episode about Louisville and didn't mention Waverly Hills. So everyone knows about Waverly Hills. People who don't even know what Louisville is have heard of Waverly Hills. So
I had family there when it was a TB clinic and an insane asylum.
that's
Go on, I'm sorry.
Accomplishment. That's awesome. But yeah, I mean, they got their typical haunted house stuff going on. I think they paused their typical tours right now, but they picked those up after that. So definitely check them out. And then to kind of wrap up the haunted house type stuff, we have Grim Trails, the haunt of fairy tales, myths, and legends. So they have a whole big 20-acre setup at Tom Sawyer Park. So check them out. Again, some pretty interesting imagery.
Yeah, that production of that trailer looks amazing.
Yeah, all of them have trailers, but they don't all autoplay. So this one just autoplayed. So I guess it's just going. But moving on to more theater-oriented stuff, if that's kind of your thing, the Kentucky Shakespeare is doing The Woman in Black. So tickets are on sale now. Definitely check out their website for dates and stuff if you're interested in that. And then Louisville's own Whodunit Murder Mystery Theater is hosting the Haunting at Blackwood Hall. So if dinner theater's kind of your thing, then you can be involved in your very own murder mystery at the Bristol Bar. So, and then the Louisville Orchestra actually has several things going on. They're hosting on Wednesday the 18th. They have The Nightmare Before Christmas. And it says, see one of Tim Burton's most celebrated films projected on the big screen in its entirety with a dark and charming live musical score. So definitely interesting. It'd be an interesting way to experience a movie that I'm sure we've all seen since childhood.
Winning.
Pop's Fright Night. So they got that going on Saturday 21st. It says get your tickets to a monstrous Halloween celebration, courtesy of the LO Pops. Bob Bernhardt conducts musical selections that will send chills up your spine and have you shaking in your seats.
Bob does it for Bob goes hard for sure.
Friday the 27th, they have they call it the Unsilent Film. They're doing Nosferatu and a Symphony of Horror. So they got that going. It looks like Friday the 27th and the 28th.
That sounds really cool. They're redoing a soundtrack to the silent film Nosferatu.
That's what it sounds like. Yep. It says Sebastian Chang, Nosferatu, new score and world premiere with film. So definitely sounds pretty cool, pretty interesting for sure. Now that's all we got as far as theater, but we have a couple of 21 and older events. Again, the kids get to have all the fun this time of year. So if you're looking to having a kid-free night out, you can go to Belle of Louisville. They're hosting Ghosts on the River. So you can check that out. It's 21 and up. They encourage costumes, but not required. So, yeah, check that out if you're interested in taking a 21 and older Belle of Louisville cruise. Ghosts on the River. And then wrapping things up, we have Halloween for Huntington's disease being hosted at the Mercury Ballroom. So it says they're back for 2023 and are proud to bring back the Juice Box Heroes Saturday, October 28th, 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. Again, 21 and up. So no cash, credit, and debit cards only. So if you're interested in that, definitely check that out as well. Sounds like it's for a good cause. They got some drink specials and stuff. Take back the White House! Yeah! Oh God, who gave Jack buttons? So I think that's really all we had, though. Pretty quick show, but definitely some things worth mentioning. Again, Louisville knows how to do Halloween, so there's stuff everywhere going on all the time. Most of these events, at least the haunted house events and haunted house venues, are going on at least every weekend now through Halloween, and some of them even daily. So just check out all those websites for more information. Links are in the description. And if we missed anything, just let us know in the comments and we'll at least get it added to the description. So that's all that I got. Jack, do you have anything you want to add?
Happy Halloween. See y'all next time.
Happy Halloween. Have a great October, everybody.